Alright, let's design our first pane here. I just got this pane and I just want to put it initially at the corner and click Alt in order to put also the the anchors to the corner. After that, I'm just gonna click on the band and move the anchors here, the 4 anchors to this pane here. I just want to make it responsive, so let's just put it somewhere here away from the corner. So this is how you could make responsive images inside of Canvas, and this is really easy and awesome. So let's say this is the home button and I need to add a certain function to this home button. Like first I want to change the sprite to it from it, so I can come here and just search for a home button icon. So we got an icon for home, this one, so I can just select it, and as you can see we got the icon. So basically when you work with Rig Transform all the time, to preserve the ratio, click here, preserve aspect, and also you can just double click in the home button here and you can see the size of it is huge. So in order to control the size, basically you can do it many ways. Because we made it responsive, but I do recommend all the time to when you work with Rig Transform, to reset it to its initial size. So here we're talking about 100 times 100, and the initial size is 144 times 100, 145. So we can come here and say 144 times 145, and after you do this step, you can go here, preserve ratio, and you go to the tool here, to this tool, double click in the home, and you click shift in the keyboard in order to resize the game object and preserve its ratio. So I just want to make it something similar to this here, to this size, a little bit smaller, something like that. And after that, you need to move the anchors to the border of the element itself to make it responsive. So I'm just gonna come here, alright, click home and just fix the anchors, put them here, perfect. So they are in the border, to the border of this item. So right now you can resize and see the different size here. So I guess I need to resize a little bit more, just something like that. Move the anchor. Don't forget all the time to move the anchor with the game object. So something like that is great and awesome. So this is the home button, and we can add more. Like let's say I need to add additional image here. For example, I go here, image, and I can select this image and pick up a sprite. Like, where's my sprite? Here, or underscore Ahmad Nasser here. I can click here, but notice here that this is the game. I moved it from the scene, as you can see. Notice here the size of it is 200 times 250, so you can reset it. But notice even once you reset it, because it's inside home, so this game object must be outside home, so it should be here. So other thing, when you put, for example, image here, it's the first position of the canvas. So you notice here it's below the home button. Once you make it in the hierarchy, once you make it after the home, it's going to be above it. So this is how you control the game positions, or the object position inside the canvas. So the object at the end, at the bottom, should be at above or at the top of the previous game object. So this is other thing that you need to care about once you work with game object. And once you put an object inside another object, gonna take its size. So this is another thing. So if you click, for example, this image, I'm just gonna name it, for example, Ahmad. Okay. You can come here and say reset. Okay, just reset it. You can see here the width 100 times 100. I don't need that. I need to preserve the original aspect, so you can click here, and as I said before, you have to put and start with this original size, so 200 times 250, you can get it from down here, so to match your design. All right, after you select that, you can come here and resize it to the way that you want. So let's say I just want to resize myself something like that. And as I said before, we have to move the anchors to the border. All right, just to make sure everything correct. Yeah, so right now you can scale, all is good and perfect. All right, that's really good. So right now we need to add, for example, here in the corner, we need to add live. So in order to do that, we have to create some sort of, you can use button, or you can use image, or you can even use panel. So let's just get started with panel here. So notice we got this panel here, and notice the panel here is stretched. So I can change the type of panel by clicking the center here and click Alt and click the center, and I can just resize this panel to something else. So you can select the Rig Transform tool here, and you can just take this panel to this way, for example, and double click here, resize the panel to the way that you want. So I just want to put it here, for example. Alright, so inside this panel, let's say this is about lives. Okay, let's put live here, and here just want to put another game object. Let's put an image. Alright, and this image will be here. I can double click here in the image to make it here. And as I said before, you have to care about anchors. Select the image, change the sprite of it to be something similar to whatever. Choose this one. Alright, so right now if you scale, you can see the panel itself is not anchored. So we have to take the anchor from here and just fix the anchoring for this panel to make it responsive. So this is really a great trick here. Alright, it's very simple. Also, I need to add other thing. I need to add text here. So I can come here to live and live, whatever name you want it to be, and choose text. And this is the text. I can move it here, and you can just fix its orientation, and also I can put here the anchors and change here to make it best fit. I do recommend to use this option, and also change the color to something like, I don't know, maybe this color is great. So let's say life is 100. Alright, awesome. You can choose image, another image for the panel. So if you go here to live, and we have switch off image here, so you can put this. It's much better and looks much better. So you go text, and you can choose, for example, white. It's much better than before. And here for the image, don't forget to make it preserve aspect in order to just make it looks great, as you can see here. Alright, so this is pretty much how to add button here, how to add the top bar, and how to add image. We got other components we have to add, like in this game here. We have to add, for example, a menu here, and inside this menu we have to add multiple buttons. We're just gonna show you how to do that, how to work with layouts in the next lesson. Thank you guys again all the time for watching this video. Don't forget to like and leave us a great review if you feel this course was very beneficial for you. Thank you guys again all the time. Here's Ahmad Nasser from AhmadNasser.com. Don't forget also to share your work with us here in the forums and in this video discussions all the time. I would love to see what you got. Thank you guys again for watching. See you in the next lesson.